Welcome back to Chetty and Lycan's Horror Party Massacre. Thank you so much for coming back and checking us out. We have a review today, a special review. It is of a screener. We got our hands on a screener. How do we do that? Well, my buddy, who is in the movie, a Mr. Kyle Pearson, tagged myself and Lycan in a post where the director was offering screeners to send out to people who have YouTube channels or other bits of social media to do a review on it. We both jumped. We're like, hell yeah, we'll want to do a review of it. What is it? HELLVIRA'S Haunted Asylum of Horror. Never heard of it. We don't know what a HELLVIRA is. We know what a haunted asylum is, and we definitely know what horror is, but we had never heard of this. We didn't even know what we were getting our hands onto when we got the screener. Had no clue what this thing was about. No plot summary, no nothing. We didn't know anything about it. We just said, hell yeah, we want to review HELLVIRA'S Haunted Asylum of Horror. So we sat down one night, put that sumbitch in, and started watching it. What HELLVIRA'S Haunted Asylum of Horror is? HELLVIRA is a new horror host.
Up all night.
Yeah, exactly. She is a horror host, much like Rhonda Shear. Gilbert Godfrey was a host for a while. You've got Count Floyd, Count Scary, The Ghoul, Svengoolie. This is another horror host. And the picture she was showing was Night of the Living Dead. Now, this follows the same setup that all your horror hosts have, where the movie is intercut with bits from the horror host, skits, or in some cases it's the host talking about the movie, little trivia things. But there's intercuts throughout the movie that is the host with possibly their wacky set of characters along with them. I haven't seen a horror host in a long time. There are a lot out there right now, but I haven't watched any of them. I grew up on The Ghoul. I grew up on Count Scary. And it was nice to be able to sit down and see what is offered today. Now, first off, I'm just going to throw this out there. Night of the Living Dead. You can't fucking go wrong with Night of the Living Dead.
Nope.
That's all you need to say.
Yep.
I mean, Night of the Living Dead is a granddaddy. No matter how many times you see it, in its full length or in bits and pieces, or even in other horror movies.
A bunch of yo-yos.
They didn't do it in that one.
Well, fuck.
That's the new one.
Well, fuck.
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 But in any case, you can't go wrong with that. That's all I'm going to really say about Night of the Living Dead. Great fucking movie. This was a great look. Great picture. Great sound. It was wonderful to revisit it once again. Now let's talk about HELLVIRA. I was not really prepared for the semi-adult content that it was. I mean, there's no nudity. Nothing like that. There's no nudity. There is some swear words. There is a little bit of sexual innuendo. So it is on a more mature scale. But it's not that, it didn't bother me at all. I was just kind of surprised because, like I said, I grew up on shit that was on TV. They didn't swear on those. But HELLVIRA, wow, what a fun fucking host.
Mm-hmm.
She is so energetic, so into the part. I honestly...
And she's so cute.
I could not picture anyone else stepping into that role and doing as good a job as the actress did. Sushi Yvette Holder, I think is the name. But she did great. She created a whole new character that is totally, for me, it was totally believable. I could see this person outside of the makeup acting the same way and having that level of enthusiasm and fun. She was fun to watch. And she's got her own little cast of characters, her little crew. There's her ex-boyfriend, who's a dead clown. There is 2 skull heads. One of the skull heads was my buddy, Kyle Pearson, and it was truly a treat listening to him act maniacal that way. The way that he portrayed his voice in that movie.
And not only are they buddies, they've been best friends since high school.
That was a long time ago.
And they are both very handsome old men. Very old men.
Fuck you, Ezekiel. Fuck. She likes doing this to me. But there's a bat that consistently likes to land on Hellvira's ass and take a bite. There was Chandra Rollins. I'm not certain how to pronounce the last name right now. She played the dead nurse. I've seen her in several other things. Always a good time seeing Chandra. She was in Bloody Summer Camp, one of my favorite independent movies. There was just the skits that they had in between them were all comedical. Comedical? Is that a word?
Yeah, I think so. It sounds good.
It sounds good. They were all comedy bits. They were all very entertaining, very funny. I really enjoyed it. I hope that they do more of these.
Yeah, that's the only complaint that I have. Need more.
Yeah, exactly.
You got me hooked now, so I need more.
We really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good time sitting down and watching it. In all honesty, once I found out what it was, I was very intrigued to see where it went and what they did with it. And I was of the opinion to, watch a few minutes of Night of the Living Dead, but just kind of cruise through it to get to the Elvira bits. This one here said, no, let's keep watching. So we finished watching the whole movie. Everything was great about it. It had almost a 2-hour runtime. That's including the movie and your skits that cut in between. The only complaint that I have, some of the characters for me were hard to understand. The green-eyed skull, I'm not real certain what he was saying, but that could just be me being an old bastard.
Now, to me, that's part of the charm because you're like, okay, what?
Yeah, I did have.
What the fuck did you say? Okay.
Do you understand the words coming out of his mouth?
I thought it was part of the charm, but we agreed to disagree.
Yes, exactly. But it was great. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm glad that Kyle tagged us in it. I'm glad we got our hands on a screener to watch it. I don't know when it's going to be released to the general public. I'll try to keep you updated on that. Or maybe if the director's viewing this, you can throw down in the comments more information on when the general public can get their hands on Hellvira's Haunted Asylum of Horror.
And as usual, we will put the website, or in this case, Facebook information of the director. That way you can show him some love.
Exactly. We hope you enjoyed this episode of this episode. I've never called one of our things an episode, have I?
No.
We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope that you give Hellvira's Haunted Asylum of Horror a look when it comes out. And until next time, kids.
Until our next episode.
Stay spooky.
I like it spooky.
I want to thank you. Anything you want, you just name it.
What is Hellvira's Haunted Asylum of? I probably screwed that up, but I apologize. Thanks for stopping back in to check it out. Fuck that shit. Let's try that all over again.